Rare organisms, also known as endangered species, are those that are threatened with extinction. These organisms play an essential role in the ecosystem, and their loss can have significant impacts on biodiversity and the overall health of the planet. Unfortunately, many rare organisms are threatened by human activities, including habitat destruction, pollution, and overharvesting. It is essential to understand the types of rare organisms and the impact of human activities on them to develop effective conservation strategies. One type of rare organism is the endangered species, which is a species that is at risk of extinction. These species may have a small population size, a limited range, or be threatened by environmental changes or human activities. Endangered species are often protected by law, and efforts are made to conserve their populations and habitat. Examples of endangered species include the giant panda, the black rhinoceros, and the mountain gorilla. Another type of rare organism is the threatened species, which is a species that is likely to become endangered in the near future. These species may be experiencing declines in population size or habitat quality, and may be at risk of extinction if these trends continue. Examples of threatened species include the polar bear, the African elephant, and the leatherback sea turtle. Human activities have a significant impact on rare organisms, and many of these organisms are threatened by habitat loss and degradation. This includes activities such as deforestation, urbanization, and the conversion of natural habitats into agricultural land. Habitat loss can lead to population declines, fragmentation, and isolation, making it difficult for rare organisms to survive and reproduce. Pollution is another significant threat to rare organisms, as it can impact water and air quality, and disrupt ecosystems. Overharvesting of rare organisms for food, medicine, or other purposes is also a significant threat, and can lead to population declines and extinction. To address the threats facing rare organisms, it is essential to develop effective conservation strategies. These strategies may include habitat restoration, protected areas, captive breeding programs, and education and outreach efforts. Habitat restoration involves restoring degraded habitats and creating new habitats to support rare organisms. Protected areas are designated areas that are managed to conserve biodiversity and rare organisms. Captive breeding programs involve breeding rare organisms in captivity and releasing them into the wild to boost population numbers. Education and outreach efforts are essential to raising awareness about the importance of biodiversity and the threats facing rare organisms. In conclusion, rare organisms play an essential role in the ecosystem, and their loss can have significant impacts on biodiversity and the overall health of the planet. Many rare organisms are threatened by human activities, including habitat destruction, pollution, and overharvesting. It is essential to understand the types of rare organisms and the impact of human activities on them to develop effective conservation strategies. By protecting rare organisms and their habitats, we can help to ensure a healthy planet for future generations. Rare organisms can provide important ecological and economic benefits.